Ever wonder why the person who needs nothing from anyone becomes the absolute favorite meal for the predator who takes everything? You think your independence scares them away. You are wrong. Your independence is exactly what makes you the perfect prize. We live in a time of hyper-individualism. We romanticize the Sigma, the lone wolf, the hermit. We tell ourselves that people are draining, that relationships are messy, that we are better off on our own. And while there is power in solitude, there is also a fatal flaw in the architecture of the isolated mind. A flaw that the dark triad personality, the narcissist, the psychopath, and the Machiavellian knows how to exploit with surgical precision. If a con artist tries to manipulate a person who is 10 close friends, they have a problem. They have to manipulate 10 other people. They have to pass the scrutiny of the group. The group acts as a biological immune system. If one friend says, "I do not trust this guy," the spell is broken. The herd protects the individual. But you, the loner, you have no immune system. You have no second opinion. You are the judge, the jury, and the executioner of your own reality. And if the predator can hack your perception, they own you. There is no one to pull you out of the burning building because no one else knows you are inside. Welcome to the psychology of the high-value target. Today we are going to explain why your independence has made you vulnerable. And we are going to teach you how to install a security system in the fortress of your mind. Welcome to the Watchtower. Let us look at the economics of the predator. To understand why they chose you, you must understand their ROI. Return on investment. Narcissists and psychopaths are energy efficient. They are lazy hunters. They want the maximum return for the minimum effort. Hunting a socially connected person is expensive. It takes time to charm their friends. It takes resources to impress their family. It involves risk because witnesses can report bad behavior. Hunting a loner is highly profitable because when they capture you, they capture 100% of your attention. They capture 100% of your resources. There are no competitors for your time. You are a monopoly waiting to be acquired. But there is a deeper biological factor. We must talk about the biochemistry of starvation. Most loners believe they do not need people. But your brain is still a mammalian brain. It craves oxytocin and dopamine. Because you are isolated, your tolerance for these chemicals is low. You are in a state of chronic touch starvation and emotional hunger. Even if you deny it, when the predator enters your life, they do not just give you attention, they blast you with it. This is called love bombing. To a normal person, this feels overwhelming. But to a starving person, the banquet feels like salvation. Your brain floods with neurochemicals at a rate that is 10 times higher than a socially active person. You bond instantly, not because you are weak, but because you are malnourished. The predator knows this. They know that if they feed you for 3 weeks, you will be loyal for 3 years. Now let us discuss the intellectual trap. This is where your vanity works against you. Most loners are not lonely because they are socially inept. They are lonely because they are intellectually demanding. You hate small talk. You hate gossip. You crave depth. You crave intensity. You crave a connection that transcends the mundane. The predator knows this. They do not approach you with weather talk. They approach you with the deep dive. They skip the first 5 layers of social interaction and go straight to the soul. They mirror your cynicism about the world. They validate your contempt for the herd. They say things like, "You and I are different from them. We see the truth. Nobody understands the world like we do." This is the creation of the shared fantasy. They are building a bunker for 2. By validating your isolation, they are locking the door from the outside. You feel understood for the first time in years. And that relief releases a flood of dopamine that blinds you to the red flags. You think you have found a peer, have actually found a mimic. They are using a technique called intellectual mirroring. If you are into philosophy, suddenly they are reading Nietzsche. If you are into business, suddenly they are an entrepreneur. They do not have a personality. They download yours. And because you love your own mind, you fall in love with the reflection of it in them. This brings us to the concept of epistemic isolation. Epistemic means relating to knowledge or truth. How do you know what is true? When you are in a group, your truth is constantly being calibrated by others. If you think a movie was good, but 5 friends say it was bad, you re-evaluate. This is reality testing. When you are alone, your truth is subjective. The predator becomes the architect of your reality. They slowly start to alter the facts. They gaslight you, but because you have no one to check with, you start to doubt your own memory. You start to rely on them to tell you what is real. This is how strong, independent minds are broken, not by force, but by the slow erosion of their baseline reality. They become your only source of news, your only source of affection, and your only source of truth. You are living in North Korea, and they are the supreme leader. We must also discuss the arrogance of the loner. You believe you are too smart to be manipulated. You read psychology books. You watch videos like this. You think you can spot a wolf a mile away. This vanity is your weakness. The predator plays to this vanity. They let you think you are the one in control. They let you think you are analyzing them. They might even act vulnerable or broken, asking you to fix them. This triggers the savior complex. You think, I am strong enough to handle this. While you are busy analyzing their complex backstory, they are busy moving into your house. They use your own intelligence against you. They give you a puzzle to solve, and you are so busy solving the puzzle that you do not realize you are the piece being played. So how do we fix this? How do you maintain your sovereignty without becoming a victim? You do not need to join the herd, but you need to install tripwires. Protocol 1, the board of directors. You may not want friends, but you need advisors. You need at least 2 people in your life who have zero emotional investment in your happiness. People who are cold, logical. Before you let a new person into your inner sanctum, you must introduce them to your board of directors. Watch how the new person acts. Do they try to charm your advisor? Do they try to isolate you from them? Do they dismiss them? And then, listen to the advisor. If your advisor says, something is off, believe them. Their amygdala is not flooded with dopamine. Yours is. They can see the knife. You can only see the smile. You are outsourcing your intuition until yours comes back online. Protocol 2, the speed limit. Loners tend to go from 0 to 100 very fast, because you are starved for connection. When you find a potential match, you binge. You spend every day with them. You text for hours. You must artificially slow down the tempo. The predator relies on momentum. They need to hook you before you have time to think. Force friction into the dynamic. Do not be available every day. Do not answer every text instantly. Create space. In that space, the predator will panic. The mask will slip. A healthy person respects your space. A predator takes your absence as an insult. Watch the reaction to the pause. The reaction tells you everything. Protocol 3, the reality audit. You must keep a physical record of objective reality. A journal, a log, a voice memo. When the person says or does something strange, write it down immediately. Do not interpret it. Just record the data. When they try to gaslight you later, when they say, I never said that, you go to the logs. You trust the ink more than you trust your memory. The ink does not have emotions. The ink does not fall in love. The ink tells the truth. Protocol 4, the vulnerability air gap. Do not give away your trauma history on the first date. Do not tell them your deepest fears in the first week. The predator is scanning for cracks in your armor so they can insert a hook. If you tell them you have abandonment issues, they will use abandonment to control you. If you tell them you feel unseen, they will use validation to control you. Keep your cards close to your chest. Make them earn your vulnerability over months, not hours. Information is ammunition. Do not arm your enemy. Protocol 5. The Reciprocity Index. Loners are often overgivers. You are so grateful for the connection that you overpay for it. You give loyalty and time before they have invested anything. Stop this. Treat the relationship like a business transaction in the beginning. Are they investing as much as you are? Or are they just consuming your resources? If you are doing all the driving, all the planning, and all the paying, you are not a partner. You are a host, and they are a parasite. You have chosen a path of solitude. This is a noble path. It is the path of the thinker, the creator, the warrior. But the warrior does not walk through enemy territory without a shield, and he does not sleep without a sentry. Your mind is your kingdom. It is rich. It is valuable. That is why they are coming for it. Protect the gates. Verify every visitor. And never let your loneliness become a key that opens the door from the outside. Solitude is a power only if it is a choice. If it becomes a cage, you are no longer a sovereign. You are a prisoner waiting for a warden. Be the king, not the captive. We are Mind Ministry, and we are watching.